and vegetables. And what's Campanella?
Campenelli is a type of Italian pasta. It's a fun little shape. It kind of looks like a horn.
And how did this recipe come to be?
So it came about because I love pasta and I love salmon, and I just had a hodgepodge of vegetables sitting around, and I decided why not put it all together in a dish.
And it turned out perfectly.
It did. It turned out phenomenal, and now it's one of my signature dishes.
Well, I'd like to see how you make it.
Great, well, let's go. So to start out, what we do is we take some oil into a large pan, drizzle it, and you want to have this on about medium heat. You add in some diced shallots.
Right, and why shallots and not onions?
Shallots are a little bit more mild than onion. However, if you don't have shallots, you can use a small onion.
Okay,
it's okay.
Good.
So we'll add those right in, and you can already hear it starting to sizzle.
Right, I'll take this for me.
Okay, and then we have some diced garlic. I like to use about 20 cloves. That's what this looks like.
20 cloves?
Yes, I love garlic. It really gives this great flavor in the dish.
That's a lot of cloves of garlic.
It is. You can really smell it. And then what I like to do now is season it with some salt and pepper. And you want to season it in layers because then you know exactly how much you're using.
Right, because if you put it on the top, it might not get all the way through.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. Next up, we have some bell pepper. You can use orange, red, or green. So we'll add those right in.
It's so colorful looking.
It is.
It's
really colorful. And some chopped celery. And again, we will season this with some salt.
And you just do that. When you say season it with some salt, you do that by feel.
Absolutely. You just want to give it like a light drizzle of salt, not too much. And we'll mix this around. And then next up, we have some shredded carrots that you'll add in. And this really gives it great color as well.
About how many carrots was that?
2 carrots, I'd say.
Right.
Yes. And again, we'll season with just a little bit of salt. And in the meantime, what we'll do in our next pan over here is, again, put some olive oil. And we'll get the salmon ready. Now, while that's heating up, we will season this with some salt and some pepper and some garlic powder, and some oregano. And oregano really gives the salmon a really great flavor. And then last, but certainly not least, we'll use some crushed red pepper.
And that really is according to taste.
Absolutely. I personally like my things with a little bit of a kick, but if someone doesn't, you know you can take it out.
Right.
Absolutely. And let's see, once the pan is ready, if you put the salmon in, it will start to sizzle. So let's put that in just like that. And this only needs to cook about 2 minutes on each side. So not only is this dish really colorful, but it's not really long to make either.
Right. Now while all that's in there, do you keep moving it?
Yes, and what we're going to do now is we're going to add in some frozen peas.
Are they thawed?
They don't have to be thawed. They can be, but it's not necessary. And we will just mix this all together. See, look at those colors.
Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
Absolutely beautiful.
I know, it's gorgeous. And we do have some basil. We'll add that at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Got that.
And in the meantime, I'm going to add some garlic powder to this as well.
So it's a lot of garlic and a lot of garlic powder.
Yes, it is. And some crushed red pepper because you want to have a nice little kick in the whole dish as well. Okay, and now what I'll do is when you have a lemon, just pick out the seeds so they don't go into your dish. No big deal. We'll drizzle that lemon right over top, and we'll put some on the salmon as well. Just like that.
So would you say that you would keep the salmon in there for like 2 minutes on each side?
Exactly,
like
2 minutes on each side, depending how thick it is. This is pretty thin, so 2 minutes on each side is perfect. And we'll just mix this together like that. You can really smell it too. That lemon really gives it great aroma.
It smells great.
Absolutely. So we'll flip the salmon over, and you can see it's starting to cook up. And then once that's done, we'll just break it up and add it in, and there's your dish.
And that's it?
Absolutely. So it's almost ready to eat.
Well, it's going to look beautiful, but I'd like everybody to see what it looks like really at the end.
Absolutely.
So, and also, of course, I'm going to taste it.
Yes, the best part.
So I'm going to ask you, if you will, to just serve up a little bit of this.
Absolutely.
And you can see how beautiful it looks.
Yeah, look at those colors and the big chunks of salmon. It's really, really fantastic.
Now, while you're doing that, Elizabeth, I see you have actually a cookbook.
I do.
It's called Sexy Chef.
Yes, it's called Sexy Chef.
Because besides the fact that you are sexy.
Thank you. I wanted to create this book because I'm very confident and creative in the kitchen. And when people think of something as sexy, they think of confidence. So I figured if you're confident, then you're a sexy chef. Throw in some creativity and there you go. We can all be a sexy chef.
Well, I don't know about all of that, but I can tell you one thing. It's good.
Thank you so
good.
much.
And I want to tell you something. I was a little nervous about all that garlic. Absolutely not too much
But it
garlic.
works really well, doesn't it?
Okay. My mother said you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. But I'm talking with my mouth full.
That's okay.
It's a delicious dish, and I want to thank you very much.
Oh, thank
for being
you all
here.
so much. It was my pleasure. Thank you.